Okay, here I am. Post-fart Merc incoming. Merc. By the way, I just wanna, point it out. Maybe I'm gonna have to repeat that in the future someday, but... So, my nickname, is spelled with a Q at the end, not with a G. And I've recently found out that there is a YouTuber named Merg, with a G at the end instead of Q. And I wonder if I'm gonna get like mistaken for him someday. That would be kind of funny. I think I already did actually. Like I remember one from time to time. Like people don't know their letters, it seems, and from time to time someone will be like, "Hey, Merg," something like that, because they don't see that it's actually a Q. Because they, it's probably because they are Americans, so they are illiterate. So you gotta be a little patient with them, But yeah, I wonder, like, someday someone will probably accuse me of, like, stealing this guy's nickname, and I wanna, put it out there that, no, I did not. I've had the Merc nickname since I was, like, I don't know, since I've gotten a computer, I think. I was, like, 12. And I can tell you the origin. Yeah, you can probably hear my boy. It's not an issue, I hope. I can tell you the origin of my nickname. It's actually quite a story. It's very exciting, okay? So there is a mark of, like, I had a monitor of from the company named BenQ. I think the Q, it's better to say BenQ than bank, in my opinion. So I'm gonna say BenQ, but the Q wasn't capital, it was like that, bank. And my first name is Marek in Polish. No, not Mark. Morons. Marek. So I just combined Marek with bank, and I got Merc. Ta-da! That's how it goes. And that's the origin story of my nickname, haha. Not as exciting, yeah, I pranked you there, I lied. It was a mystification. It wasn't actually an exciting story, but I'm curious, like, if you would guys, if you would like to, like, share the origin story of your nickname, I would be very glad to hear it. I would be actually interested in hearing you out. Because I would fancy myself as a bit of a linguist. I'm interested in language, in words, in, stuff like that. Yo, what? There's a water current going on here? Look. Wait, what? No, I think... No, okay, I think it's just that the ice, like, got slippery and moved us forward. See? But yeah, every single one of us has some sort of a funny nickname origin story. I mean, come on, I've been a Merc for like so many years. It's pretty much my second name. So, yeah. Yo, it's gonna suck for the future generations. Imagine trying to, like, come up with a unique nickname 100 years into the future from now on, and everything is taken. At some point it will literally be impossible to just come up with something unique. It's gonna be the death of, uniqueness. That's gonna suck. And there's so many, like, I think we are, in a way, we are already approaching something like that, with all the Indians invading the internet. They got a hold of the internet, and there's so many of them. They are taking all the cool nicknames away. If you want to, take it from them, if you want to have a cool nickname on YouTube or something, you're gonna have to, like, pay someone. You're gonna have to buy an account or something like that. How much do we have already? Double 25 plus 13. Well, we could use some more. I wanna have, like, 4 stacks, I think. That would be like 100 pieces total. That would be nice. So yeah, I'm really quite attached to my nickname. Even though it's like... I made it up on the spot as a little kid and it looked cool to me because it had the letter Q, so it's cool, right? But now that I'm, you know, a big boy and people tend to say it out loud, it's like Merc. Hi Merc. I don't know. Sounds kind of stupid, doesn't it? What kind of a name is that? Imagine naming your kid Merc. I don't know. But also, I've heard that for a time, Merc used to be a slang, a street slang for killing someone. But then again, what isn't? Holy shit, nowadays I feel like every other word is somehow a slang for killing someone. Okay. Stealing cobalt, here I come. Yeah. We're gonna have to start going up already, I think. Need me some cobalt. Okay. Yeah, we could... I think we can, like, go up here. Wow. Is this moss indicative of us getting close to the surface? Nope. I've had an idea lately, by the way. Like, if we actually put the torch out, it might actually be easier to spot ore deposits, because the ore deposits glint in the dark. So, killing the light that we ourselves have might actually help. It might, like, highlight the ores. Like, see, there's some copper there. What if I put the light out? I don't know. Might actually not make that much of a difference. Experiment failed. By the way, I hope you don't mind me making random, stupid, idiotic sounds from time to time. I have a condition called retardation, and I don't know, I just do it compulsively from time to time. What the hell? Whoa, we're gonna emerge in some sort of a lake. That's cool. But I also saw some kind of a demon in the water. Damn. Wait, I know this place. Hey, we're back here. That's nice, actually. Whoa. Oh, is that... I think that's a blood leaf or something. I might as well get it. What's the harm? This game could seriously use some sort of a water-breathing potion, though. Again, it's early access, so some things can be forgiven. But, you know, if it's something that you've already put out into the world... What? Why is it so bright in here? It was because of that piece of weird bluegrass, bruh. Snapjaw. Die. Yo, he doesn't even fight back, bruh. That's the scariest looking fish in existence. And it doesn't fight back, bruh. Come on. Oh, I should have brought some small crates to capture the penguins. Would have been funny. Ah, fuck, I broke it. Oops. But yeah, I have to say that, you know, like, okay, it's early access, I get it. But they kinda dropped the ball on some mechanics. Like, water and water-related stuff in this game is really freaking weird. Really fucking weird. Yeah, I'm a big boy now, I'm gonna swear. Who's gonna stop me? You? like water combat is like non-existent. Truth be told. Okay. Boink. There we are. Okay, what was I talking about? Water combat. You've probably noticed, but like, if it's like a land-based mob and it enters water, it feels like water doesn't affect them at all, except that they can suffocate, you know, they can drown, and but like they don't float, they don't, I mean, let alone swim, they don't even float, they just go straight to the bottom. If it's a skeleton, it will survive, because a skeleton doesn't breathe anyways, so that's whatever. But if it's like an animal, like a bear or something like that, then yeah, they will just fall right to the bottom and freaking die. Bruh. Water is, yeah, really weird in this game. And also, yo, I'm very disappointed in the lack of boats in this game. There's like no boats to speak of. Freaking... That wasn't even a spider this time, that was a wolf. Bruh. Wolf jump scare. Yeah, like, the only way you can access the late game hell on earth biome thing is, you know, through water, and there's no boats in this game. Really, nigga? Bruh. Let alone, by the way, have you heard of a game called Everwind? Like, one of my best bros showed me a game that's about to come out, and I find it weird how everyone was hyped for Hytale, but I've never seen anyone even mention Everwind. Like, seriously, check it out right now. Dude. Like, in Everwind, from what I've seen, you can actually, like, construct a working machinery, like a zeppelin, you know, like a flying balloon thing. You can, like, construct it and build it block by block, and it will work somehow. Like, it's hard to do. You know, in Minecraft, you have boats, but you craft them in a crafting table, and it's always pretty much the same kind of a boat that can fit 2 people. But what I've always wanted in Minecraft is so that you could somehow build a giant boat and, you know, shape it however you want it to be, block by block, and then that structure would somehow move. And if you were to attach a balloon that it would maybe could also fly, hey, why not? Why not? But it's not easy to do, apparently, and the Everwind guys are gonna pull it off somehow. Like, damn, that looks great. That looks awesome. Check it out. Highly recommend it. But speaking of technical stuff, okay, that's the warp snow medal. Yeah, we have enough cobalt, whatever. Snowy middle, yeah. But speaking of technical stuff, like, I've been thinking, what is it that Minecraft does that it has such great replayability, and you can, like, infinitely do stuff in it that the other games don't really have, like Hytale, for example. I mean, come on. Like, you finish Hytale, you kill all the bosses, you get the best gear. And, well, unfortunately, truth be told, yeah, aside from building some nice houses and stuff like that, there might not be much to do. But in Minecraft, you have redstone, huh? I mean, that kinda ties back into what I've been saying about... Oh man, I'm gonna have to go. Don't worry about the baby. He's with his mom. He just likes to yell from time to time. That's a baby moment. But yeah, that ties back into what I've been saying about Minecraft and like the game actually using blocks as like the center point of the game, so that it isn't just a squared up survival game. It's actually, cube focused, which is the redstone stuff like hoppers, droppers, pistons, most importantly, I think. And all the crazy stuff that you can do with redstone and all those other things like slime blocks, honey blocks, so that stuff connects. You can make like on your own, you can actually make like a flying machine or like a drill underground from those. Not really a boat, but you can make a flying machine, which they will look really ugly. They are hard to make. They have like a limit of blocks that you can use, because if there's too many blocks attached to a single piston, then it will not work. It will get blocked, which sucks, yeah. But it's possible, hey, but it's possible. You can do that. It works, and there are some redstone wizards out there that will make all sorts of crazy stuff from redstone, which will I then copy into my world because I'm too stupid to do that. So yeah, and I think that's in big part what, keeps Minecraft alive even after you've beaten it. God damn, I think I'm gonna have to climb the ice here somehow. I really don't wanna do that. Those ice walls are nice, but they are just also quite annoying. Okay, it's much faster to... Okay. Oh, there we are. Yo, it's so quick on ice. Woo! Ha! Not even close, baby. And I think that's what's missing from games like Hytale or the others that try to mimic Minecraft. I mean, get inspired by Minecraft. I know that we are not trying to like copy Minecraft one-to-one here, and we gotta be really careful, especially since Microsoft got kinda, sue happy. They sue people, that's what I mean. That's a funny word. They sued me. So yeah, I get it. We have to be careful, but seriously, stuff like redstone, I think it's much more important to the game than you think. That's the late game. That's the post game, actually. Late game and end game, yeah, that's the Ender Dragon, right? But after that, what do you have left? Well, you can make all sorts of crazy stuff out of redstone and all the stuff that you have accumulated. All the, the mob grinders, stuff like that. You can make crazy stuff block by block using redstone. That's really important. That's what's missing from Hytale. Somebody clip this. They need to know. I'm saving their game for them with this idea. So yeah, there we go. Back home. Did the iron smelt yet? It did. Awesome. Oh man, I'm gonna have to refill my ash log reservoir. I'm using a fancy word. Okay, so Arcanist, yeah, we need cobalt for this, and also for some other stuff in the future. By the way, as a, for closing thought, mention, whatever. After I've crafted, the full set of cobalt tools and weapons and such, I've come to a realization. I should have noticed sooner, but I didn't. I was too engrossed in I was in the completionist mind place, and I wanted to make everything, but I kind of regret it now. Cobalt and thorium are actually interchangeable. They are just as powerful. They are just a little different when it comes to the bonuses, but do I have a... Oh yeah, I have a pickaxe. See the durability? 325, 325, it's equal, it's the same. Those two tools, they are of the same power. So like you don't have to make Cobalt and Thorium stuff unless, you know, I don't know, maybe armor for the cool poison resistance bonus of Thorium has. So yeah, you can, but you don't have to. That's my point. Cobalt isn't better than Thorium. It's just different. So if you plan on playing survival Hytale yourself, you gotta keep that in mind. You can just focus on one of them. That's my point. Although yeah, armor could really come in handy. Who knows what awaits us in the, you know, on the other side of that portal. Yeah, armor too. Check this out. Helmet, right? 12 HP, 12 HP, projectile resistance and physical 6%, 6%. Same here. The only thing that changes is like the special little bonus of the armor. Thorium protects you from poison, while Cobalt increases signature attack damage, which is a pretty, like, poison resistance is a pretty, you know, niche thing on its own, but like signature attack damage, you use them so rarely, you might as well not have that bonus at all. I mean, it's nice that you have it, but for it to actually make a difference, I think it would have to be more than 6%, right? Yeah. Anyways, I just had a thought. So I know I'm prolonging the episode, but whatever, you gotta deal with it. Sorry. What do you think about alternate dimensions in games like these? Like, personally, I don't like when there's alternate dimensions. I think I rather prefer the Terraria approach. Hey, Terraria did so many things right. The more I play other survival games, the more I come to appreciate Terraria. You don't have to make, like, God knows how many different portals in the game that you can find in the dungeons, or you can like craft them and then place them. The world itself, you should, in my opinion, it's best if you have a single world and everything is focused on that place. Like, I don't know, some special dungeons could take place in another dimension, and maybe it would be cool if like in this other dimension you couldn't break blocks. Like the temple dimension in Hytale. You can't break anything there. It's protected. So maybe the other like dungeon dimension with some, I don't know, dragon boss at the end. Yeah, maybe something like that would be cool, I guess. You know, unbreakable blocks and a special dungeon. But most of the time, like, I don't really like the idea of the end in Minecraft. I think the Nether is already pushing it. But the end, I think the end should have been like, I don't know, some rare and far away placed, hard to find biome instead. Or maybe it would be like, you would have some end islands high up in the sky instead of in another dimension. Nether was already, you know, enough, in my opinion, for Minecraft, and then they have to have added the Nether, and we're gonna also probably get another dimension in Minecraft, a fourth one. Like, come on, from the city, underground city. What are they called? You know, the underground dungeons with the warden, right? And there's like this big thing that doesn't do anything yet, but I mean, it looks like a portal. It functions, and it will probably be a portal. So like, oh man, another dimension, like, okay, come on. What's the point? What's the point of making a house and a fortress and all of that? You know, taking the time to make it all nice, but then you have to go to a different dimension and kind of do it all over again. Do it all over again. Hey, I said it. Okay, but, you know, enough yapping. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and all that.